Hey folks, it's me and Hoover and Mr. Burns coming to you from the Art Villa. And I know this is just kind of, but the sun's coming in. There's some light, and Opinionator 52 made the request that I should show the collection for shock value, because as you all know, I'm bringing home, a stack of records like this every couple days. What happens to all of them? Well, I'm thinking maybe if I do tight shots and avoid the dust bunnies, or, and all that, then maybe it won't be so bad if I show you the whole deal. But I'm thinking, like, this whole process of what I got set up in here is just insane. So, and if I'm talking quiet, it's because one member of the household, which doesn't really complain too much, she doesn't complain about this stuff. I gotta be thankful for that. Aw, look who came up to say hi. Hello, Mr. Burns. He's not feeling well today. He's been out eating grass. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Hey, it's me. I'm back, and man, I spent all morning listening to records. It's such a fine day out here. I need to stop that. Okay, let's see. Oops. Now here we are in the dining room, and this is the dining room table where it's very apparent that we don't eat dinner here. But these are records that I haven't listened to yet. This is where they end up when they come into the house. But anyway, before we were going to do the record, okay, I listened to 2 or 3 of them, and I finally stopped it with this one, because that cover, I showed you that cover the other day, little Billy Tipton there, and with these women of the evening, and that he's going to get in trouble. Well, I didn't know anything about Tipton. All right, so now we'll go in this room, and over here is another stack that I haven't listened to, and down there's another stack that I haven't listened to. And so I look them up on the wiki page, and wow, what a wacky life. So the deal is that he was married, and there's issues that aren't important, but then he got, was he married? He married again. Anyway, he was living with her. He married a stripper named Kitty. Her stage name was Kitty Oaks. And over here, there's a stack down in here that I haven't listened to, okay? All right? Then they adopted 2 boys, and they had arguments over how to raise the boys. So they split up, all right? He takes the boys, and he lives in poverty in a mobile home then. He stopped playing in '72 due to arthritis. So this is all really sad, right? There's a stack of religious records that I haven't filed yet. There's a stack of records that I haven't filed yet. As if this is sad enough, it gets like more strange. So he's, what did I say, 72? No, he quit playing in 1972. He died, I think, when he was 72. I'm doing this without notes, all right? Okay, right there. This is a stack of records that I've got for trade, okay? So when he dies, he thinks he's dying of emphysema, and he won't go to the hospital. Why? And then when the paramedics, it was something that if he caught it, like some kind of ulcer or something, he could have survived it. But when the paramedics came to get him, his son that was there notices that all this time he didn't know it, that his dad was actually a woman, okay? This is a stack of records I'm waiting for some moment to put on eBay, okay? There's a stack of lounge records, like the wonderful Bill Bailey record. So this Tipton Billy spent basically his whole life pretending to be a man. And then there was 3 sons, I think, and the will that was finally all the money went to one boy and the two other boys got $1 apiece. So they went and did like television shows talking about, they, you know, went to public probably to make money, but they didn't, because they didn't get anything and they were kind of upset or whatever. Obviously the whole thing is like a total sad, messy thing, you know, weird, really weird. Anyway, but is in there, okay. Now my filing system is to just put records in these plastic tins. See, this one's full. The music on this album, he made two albums for Tops, which did well for Tops. They sold over 17,000 copies, which was good for the small label. Light's a little bit better. There you go. Because of the way I put the records, I separate basically just the gospel records from the lounge records. So my filing system is those plastic bins I put in the basement, you know, because I'm protecting the records from, you know, some fluctuation of just any kind of like mice or something, you know, just anything that could in the basement. It's really fabulous. 1957. It's his piano playing basically run through reverb, and it's just spacey. It's really cool music. A little bit of, I was going to say who it reminds me of, but of course I can't pronounce those two guys. F&T, the F&T piano players. They did those sort of science fiction-y space albums. It reminds me just a touch of that. It's not like that. It's just that could, you know, hurt the records when I put them down there. So I can't, when people ask me to, you know, for a record, for me to find a record, it's impossible, because I just don't have the system set up that they're, you know, that it's all filed right. So if you want a record, one of the records that I have, I'll only ask $1 for it, but I'm going to ask $50 to find the record. Lightly spacey. It's really fabulous. So I'm going to play a tune from that. And here we go. I should say something else, like, how does it, when you think life's strange enough and you can't deal with it anymore, just think about all the other people that are living like even more weirdness than you are. There's a finder's fee involved, so there'll be a $50 finder's fee, but every record's $1. So I usually worry about, you know, is that going to sound weird? But it's not as weird as living my whole life as a woman. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So actually, in some cases, if I was going to sell the record, that would actually be a deal. So I better not. That's like, if I want to sell the record and I have to go look for it, then it's $1 and $50 finder's fee. It's nice that people can be more of what they are today than what they were then. The excuse was that he had to play as a man, he had to dress up as a man so he could make money playing music, but I don't believe that. Anyway, I believe that maybe there were pressures, okay? But like Ruth Welcome and the Zither, I mean, that's like weird shit, okay? And she made many albums for Columbia. There are other women, too, that played piano and did stuff. I know that there's probably other records that you want to hear, but I always play the one that I want to hear. And it's funny that I've still got some people that don't understand the lounge stuff yet. They still think it's bad music. I don't understand that. Right? I mean, so it's just not. I don't, you know. I'm not buying it. I'm thinking that maybe he liked, but why would he hide? You know, I could see him wanting to dress up like a man, thinking that he was a man, and hiding the fact because that wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? It's really great music. I got some other things to do today. I sure want to do what I want to do rather than what I have to do today. But once he did that, maybe, and he played piano, he had to stick with it. He had to stick with it, not because he had to do it because of a business decision, because he couldn't get work as a woman. You gonna get up in your chair? Gonna get up in your chair? Gonna get up in your chair? That's the end of this video. Play the music. Bye.